How much fish could a fisherman fish if a fisherman could fish?
Well, as we previously talked about, none.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Born Losers Gaming, and welcome back to Sonic, this game where we fish.
We literally did ask everybody, right? Which is several thousand people now, which I was already insane to think about. We asked them, are there other games where side characters fish? And, like, the answer is almost like, no.
Pretty unanimously no.
There was a couple, like maybe one or two.
There was a couple yeses.
Welcome back.
There was like somebody in Okami, but you take over their body.
You possess them?
Yeah, so does that count? And my answer is no.
I don't think so. Not if you have to use them.
No.
Additionally, somebody mentioned that Willy does fish in Stardew Valley, but only at a festival. Can you see him catch
the Winter
fish.
Festival.
But I would argue that so do 3 other people in town who aren't known as fishers.
You're right.
So does it really count if, like, 4 people besides Willy are also fishing? That's not really an I'm a fisher person. It is a this is the event.
I mean, it answers the question, the bare minimum of the question, right? Because our a platinum gold.
The bare minimum was, has a fisher person caught fish?
Yes.
So the answer is technically yes.
Yes. But with the caveat of it becomes so much less interesting because so does the town drunk and I think like a kid.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You do think like a kid, but I don't know what that has to do.
Shut up. I hate you.
Blue Ring Octopus, you should not be touching that, my dude.
There's a lot of things we shouldn't be touching. It's fine. Sonic's wearing gloves.
Blue Ring Octopus are not safe to touch.
Sonic has gloves on.
Okay.
What part about gloves do you not understand?
Maybe he's immune to poison.
Sword.
That felt like it should have speared us, right?
It so lies the end of Sonic.
Like, the way it was coming at us really felt like we should have been speared.
I feel like, here's my goal for this, right?
Yeah.
Because we already have just a bunch of tokens.
Uh-huh.
All I really care about is getting the Elder Cocoa and I want to get the 2 Cocoa Teleport Scrolls. Oh, sweet.
Nice, it's a tire.
It's looking on your favorite monster truck that you talked about a few parts ago.
Nice.
Which someone was actually super excited to hear you talk about, which is great. I love that.
Digger.
I love like little things like that. Just because like I don't know how big the monster truck community is, but I have to assume it's not massive, which is first of all hilarious because
the
monster
trucks
trucks
are pretty massive.
are massive.
Yeah.
But you know, when you hear that, it's like you hear somebody talk about this thing that you kind of thought that only you knew. Like if someone were to come up to me and like in the comments to be like for me, it's music, right? If someone's like, oh my God, wait, you like bomb the music industry too?
Oh my God,
and
you
it's
like
oh, that's
music?
Cool.
That's so weird and unique.
Shut up. I was just What
the?
Quick time event. Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
cool.
Nice.
What is it?
It's cards.
Yay.
Nice.
Ding. Yippee.
No, yeah, it was fun seeing it. I would say that, I mean, where I grew up, there was a entire stadium dedicated to monster trucks that had weekly monster truck rallies, and the tickets would sell out.
Really?
So there was like at least a stadium worth of people every week. You know?
Yeah. That's crazy.
So I think it's a semi big thing.
I mean,
I don't think it's like NASCAR big.
Man, we were catching weird shit.
We are catching, I mean, we've gotten a few sharks, which is interesting.
But that's the thing, rodeos also sell out, right? But like, how many people do you know that are like, oh yeah, bro, I love me a good rodeo.
Babe, I'm from Texas.
No, I know.
You don't want the answer to that.
Okay, you're right, I know. Monster trucks and rodeos, just crazy.
A
mean,
lot
we're ones to talk, right? We're literally doing Let's Plays on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you go to your 7-Eleven person and it's like, oh my God, do you watch Let's Plays on YouTube? And they're going to be like,
yeah.
What?
God, I remember the last time I was at McDonald's and they didn't have fresh fries and I was like, don't you know who I am?
Please don't even joke about that.
I have a Let's Play.
Whoa. I have a Let's Play channel.
With 30,000 subscribers. Yeah. And I need fresh fries.
And I need French fries. So now that you know who I am, but you always did. I know you did. You know.
I do think that
I know.
If I ever get to that point, just to teach me a lesson, you should shoot me in the foot.
Okay, I will make sure that if this specific situation ever happens, where you're at the Walmart and that happens, I'll be like, oh shit,
it was a McDonald's.
I will pull out my gun
Easy
at
mistake.
the McDonald's and shoot you in the foot.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
To which everyone at the McDonald's is going to start screaming, "Oh my God, there's a gun!" Right?
Okay.
Because I just brought a gun into the McDonald's.
I've worked in retail.
Hot
That's
damn!
a rainbow frog.
A big rainbow-colored frog.
Why isn't Big losing his mind?
Froggy! Froggy, the Chaos Emeralds again.
I'm so proud of you. You came out.
I've been waiting. That's how I want to continue this joke, actually.
Oh, yeah. Or pleasure yourself with this fish or whatever.
Stop.
No, what was I saying?
You are currently on the ground bleeding out of your foot in the McDonald's.
No, I was going to say I've worked retail before, and if I had, like, an awful customer and somebody shot them in the foot, there would at least be a delay of, before I freaked out about it, you know? Like, there would be a moment where I was like, oh, yeah. And then I would be like, oh, wait.
Oh, wait, weapon of mass fucking destruction.
I gotta get out of here.
God. Terrible. And I'm like, don't worry. It was to teach her a lesson. It's okay.
Jesus Christ.
Police, you don't understand. She asked for this.
I have a contract.
Yeah.
She signed it. Oh, God.
Yeah, this
I usually when I get a sandwich that's wrong, I will just remove the stuff that's wrong from my sandwich, you know?
Yes.
I don't think I'm never, ever going to be at risk for flaunting subscribers. That would be so funny.
I mean, no, that's, I can count the times that I at a sit-down restaurant where I've been like, could you take this back, right?
Right, because they gave you like raw meat or
I
something.
think it's twice, because once was with your mother.
Yeah.
And it was her decision.
Oh, my mom she'll do whatever.
The second time it was just me. I'm like, oh no.
My mother is very much that he ordered no pickles bitch, you know?
Mm-hmm. Powerful.
What?
So you know what? Some of us need that in our lives, all right?
That's true.
Give me the Cocoa Scrolls! I just want to teleport around the island! Please?
Please?
I mean, normally we're here for around 15, 20 minutes, so we're already here for I know, don't rush the process. Don't rush it.
No, I was going to say, can't you buy the Cocoa Scrolls with points?
Can I?
I thought so.
Then let's get to 1,000 and find out, all right? How does that sound? Because we're already at 971. So I might as well hit the nice, 4 digits.
Tasty little digits,
I know.
yeah.
Man.
I was reading, oh God, I think it was a TikTok influencer, which is never a good way to start a story.
It's really funny.
Oh!
Hey! Perfect. Hermit Cocoa.
Every time I'm like, let's just move on from something. You get your way.
Well, now, so that's, I need the Elder Cocoa. Oh, it caps out. Well, now I'm worried. Should I keep going?
I don't know. That acted like it was going to freeze the game.
Let's go spend... You're right. Let's go spend some... And no, there aren't any. To trade tokens. Let's get a few portal gears just so I don't have to worry too much about, scouring the island for... Let's get 2.
Sounds good.
Let's get... I'm trying to remember.
Sage Memories tokens?
No, those are really cheap, if I remember right. 1, 2, 3. I don't really want to get these because these are like play the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'll get some of these. You need hundreds of them, right?
Right. Oh, right. The TikTok influencer.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and talk about that.
I just remember that it was a situation where they were at like a fair or something. And there was an extremely long line to get food. And they just walked up to the front and tried to get food. Would you like to try? And they... when people were like, oh, this is awful.
No, keep talking. It's fine. Go ahead.
People were like, you can't do that. They were basically like...
But I'm TikTok.
No, yeah. They were like, I've got this many followers or whatever they're called on TikTok, and I am indescribably beautiful.
Same, but...
They were just like, I am so hot and also famous on the internet. I can do whatever I want.
That's crazy.
It was like, what? Like, how? ow, you know?
Yeah, no,
I feel like something pops in my brain when I read a story like that. Like, get over yourself.
It's hard to try and give them a little bit of sympathy at least, right?
Yeah.
Which is really hard after landing a zinger like that one, right? I watched this. Oh, is that it?
Oh, nice.
Hey, I'm done. All right, cool, perfect. Cool. I'm gonna head out, I think.
Yeah.
I was watching. I've been getting all these clips from. I don't remember how to pronounce his last name. Anthony Padilla.
Okay.
The previous other half of Smosh, who went off to do his own thing, right?
Yeah.
And he was interviewing. What is it, Amaranth? I don't know. Some influencer somewhere, right?
Okay.
And she was talking about how beauty, right, is this impermanent thing, and it does not last. It is consistently changing, and that's one of the most important parts about what she does is literally her beauty, right?
Right.
Because it's effectively her market, and we didn't catch everything. We'll come back. And she, because of that, she's always having to make sure that she's on the first of all the top of her game, doing this, doing that. But the biggest thing is she can't do some of the stuff that she would want to otherwise, right? Like going paintballing with friends. Oh, you can't do that. You're gonna get a bruise on your body, and now you're less beautiful.
Right.
And now you can't do this or that for a certain amount of time, right?
Right.
And I cannot imagine the stress of this idea of like, I always have to be pushing this first of all subjective idea, right?
Right.
It sounds like torture.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy. Now, obviously, don't try to skip a line and say that you're beautiful.
Yeah, no.
But like, I can understand
how
this could twist someone's perception.
TikTok is it's like a minefield.
I believe you can proceed once you find a way to activate the starting device and power the statue.
Sure would have been smoother sailing if we'd been working together from the start, but... Well, I guess I had to earn your trust first, huh?
Aw.
Do you know how to activate the starting device?
I've figured out everything else up until now, haven't I? Don't sweat it.
Oh, computer.
I guess she didn't want to say Eggman wouldn't let me.
Yeah. God, we gotta.
That's just a
create
laptop,
bridge.
dude.
Okay, I'll create a bridge. Oh,
back on what I was saying. There's so many people that are starting TikTok like way too young, and just like they're in the public eye, and that's how they're like, for lack of a better way to say it, growing up. Like that's their upbringing, is being famous, you know, getting attention. And I'm pretty sure she was filming while she was saying these things.
Yeah.
Like she pulled out her phone, so it's almost like your entire life is your internet presence.
Oh.
And that's just so rough, dude.
Yeah. No, it's Jesus.
And you can see that a lot with like YouTubers and stuff too. It's not just like TikTok, but people who have an impossible time separating their lives online versus who they are as a person, you know?
Holy cow. Oh my god. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Space Invaders got a little harder over the years.
No, this is very cool.
Oh my god. You're so white, yep.
But I just feel bad for them.
I mean,
especially stuff like, you see, there's been so many talks about the morality of like child YouTubers.
Yeah.
Like the oh god, who's the kid that has like Toy Time, Ryan's World, where he's like literally a child celebrity, but without the work hours regulations and things like that.
Hollywood and stuff has.
Yeah,
imposed.
Hollywood's like, you can't make kids work at this amount of time because
not to give Hollywood too much credit.
Yeah, because it'll be bad for them. Whereas YouTubers are like, okay, from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, you're our performative little monkey. Dance around and sell products.
Thank you. Bridge.
Yeah.
Bridge. Yeah, that's hard. Because that's especially like, for me, I'll talk about it after this.
And you can never tell, right?
Well,
like,
it's hard because, like, talk about it after. I want to take in the bridge.
I'm taking in the bridge.
Our bridge is bigger than I can handle.
It's really cool.
Too much girth.
Oh my god.
That's a cool bridge, though, right?
That's a cool bridge. Nice.
Oh, man. Game's cool. Just feels cool to do something like that.
The way is clear. We must acquire the Chaos Emeralds with expediency.
You got it, dude.
You got it, Sage. We've run into each other so many times, but I only recently learned your name. You could have told me sooner, you know.
We were enemies. Furthermore, my name holds no meaning.
That's Cream Puff.
Sure it does. Eggman named you that for a reason. That means you're important to him.
You think he cares about me?
Oh, Blue.
Sure. In his own way. Hey, time's wasted. Let's wrap this up.
I like that. I mean, Sonic is still like, yes, I'm sure, but also, Eggman's an enigma.
It is Eggman.
Yeah.
I hate that you looked at a Coco and then you ran away from it. Like, you turned away from it. It's right there. Yeah. It just felt intentional and mean.
No, trust me. If it's ever intentional, there has to be like a groan-worthy something about it. What if I'm going? Oh, but yeah. So I feel like, of course, everything's not black and white normally. Yeah. But there's like two big things for me, right?
Yeah.
First of all, whose idea is it? Is it the parents' idea?
Is it the parents or the kids?
Does the parent want to do this and then do this? Or is the kid like, I want to make a YouTube channel? And then it happened. Because, like, God, I made a YouTube channel when I was young.
I guess my issue when it comes to, like, really big channels is, like, you know what ideas I had as a kid? I wanted to, like, pierce my lip and shove marbles in my ears. And my parents had to tell me no because it wasn't good for my health.
Why not?
You know?
Why?
So I think, like, there's a difference between, obviously the kid wants to do it, and should they, though? Because now that kid's entire life is broadcasted, they're never going to have a normal childhood.
Well, if they become uber popular.
If they become uber popular.
Yeah, that's, well, no, you see, that's so, I think that's what's so hard. Well, first of all, I don't think perfect parents exist.
I feel like you'd get made fun of a lot, too. I think that's an issue that I have seen a bunch of child YouTubers say. And I've seen a lot of, like, YouTubers of, like, mommy bloggers where, kids that are now teenagers that were the kids featured in, like, mommy blogs who were like, I never consented to it. It just happened and it was frustrating. And now my entire childhood's on the internet and I get made fun of at school.
Yeah, God, the internet is such an There's always been the comparison that, internet's kind of like the Wild West in a way.
Yeah.
But, like, actually, though, not obviously in the danger that you're going to get shot or something, but in the idea that, like, do you know how many laws there are on the internet? None.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like,
I mean, there's some laws, but it's just, like, even if there are, like, laws against harassment and things like that, it's not going to stop it from happening, like, at your school.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
like, your online presence can follow you places. That's why you should never use, like, your full name on the internet. Never give away, like, what school you go to. Things like that.
And then, okay,
honestly, if you're a minor, be careful saying your specific age.
Sorry, I'm over here learning Sonic combos. Don't mind me.
That's cool. But yeah, I guess just to end it is like, I don't know. I understand and I feel sympathetic towards, like, how people like that are being forced to interact with the world based on, like, how they think they need to survive or how they've grown up. But at the same time, it costs $0 to not be a shitty person to people at a carnival.
Oh yeah. Back to where it all started.
Yeah.
The initial thing. Yeah. Obviously, I think one of the easiest things you can say is, like, don't try and, like,
don't be arrogant. Yeah.
Don't profit off. Well, I was gonna say don't profit off. I don't know, man. What am I trying to say? Just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
God, and don't let your own stuff because people like you, dude.
Yeah, I fully agree with that.
Man.
Oh God, there was like I forget who it was we were watching, but they, like, got upset that they didn't get a certain amount of donations in a stream. Like, they were angry and disappointed because they got under, like, $6,000.
Oh, my God.
And they were like, yeah, this was, like, this was kind of a weak stream, you guys. I didn't even make my minimum donation goal. And it's like, what the fuck?
Oh, no, I know.
I can't imagine being like, y'all showed up and didn't give me money.
Well, like because I've heard this before and I've heard it multiple times, and you want to know how I think people get into these situations where they get disappointed like that, right?
Yeah.
Because some of the people like get into these situations where especially when you're Twitch streaming is so hard because up until recently, Twitch ads did jack shit for you.
Yeah.
So now all your money's off donations, right?
Yeah.
So now your livelihood has to be off donations, and you have to base what you do in life off of donations.
Right.
So I think their idea is that they literally push the bar of their life too far. They're like, I'm expecting to get this every time I stream so that I can live this lavishly.
Yeah.
Instead of understanding, maybe live a little less lavishly and, just understand that.
Yeah.
Because I think that's why I feel like that's why they justify in their head.
Right.
Like, oh, I can act like this because, oh my God, my life depends on it. If I don't get $7,000, how will I pay off my Audi? How will my house, my mortgage, all this stuff that I've now put myself into?
Right.
Because I overbooked my life.
Right.
I went too far with what I thought I could do, and I made it everyone else's problem.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
I said I will make my livelihood off of the kindness of others.
It's so hard, right? Because I feel like we've done Twitch streams and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And for sure, donations made us like so much more comfortable. Like, I don't know what we would have done during COVID if people who followed us on Twitch weren't just so fucking unbelievably nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I would never be like, I expect a certain amount from these people.
Yep. No,
I can't imagine expecting.
Oh my God, I almost S-ranked it? Hello?
What? That's nuts.
I did so slow. Okay, cool. Keep talking.
It's hard to say like I expect somebody to be generous to me.
And that's because I don't think we put ourselves into those situations, right? Like,
no, for sure.
Because everything, I don't know. Everything I'm saying, I don't want to excuse them.
Yeah.
I want to try and give an understanding because nobody's like that because they're inherently selfish or evil, right? Maybe some are, right? But I find more often than not, there's always an explainable answer. How did you get here?
Yeah.
Versus like,
I will say
nobody's born a dick.
There are a lot of like internet celebrities that are like spoiled rich kids, you know?
Well,
like their parents gave them the money to buy themselves into at least some notoriety.
Oh, again,
yeah, and then went from there.
But then that's also another conversation of like, well, how did you end up like this? Well, you never learned to be anything different.
Yeah.
And then hopefully there's the idea that
maybe you could.
Maybe you can.
Yeah,
right?
That's fair. And
that's why it's like, I'd rather like try and find explanations and then maybe like, I mean, here's the thing. I'm never going to tell this to them because that's the big difference. That's what I've talked about so much recently in parts, but just the armchair psychiatry.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm going to figure out why you're like this and I'm going to tell you. It's like, no.
Yeah.
That's not your job. And also like, God, so many people do it wrong. I do it wrong, I'm sure.
I get that. Honestly, like even with his not like hugely notable internet presence that we have, we get some armchair psychiatrists, lots of comment diagnoses.
Yeah, for me it's always like how it's said. I've had some people, the nicest ones are always like, oh man, I
have this and I see myself in you, kind of thing.
Yeah, but then there's some people who are just straight up like, Ian, I'm pretty sure you're ADHD. Ian, I'm pretty sure you're autistic. Ian, I'm pretty sure you're all these things. And it's like, you know what?
I think it's the ones that say it like ruefully that are like really.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you are clearly this.
Yes.
You need to get medicated for it or something. It's like, okay.
Yeah, and like that's always when it becomes the issue. Because the first thing, exactly how you said it. Other people saying like, I see myself in you, or is like, oh, I've experienced this as a concept from this. And like that's fine. That's totally good.
Yeah.
It's just the people who are like pointing
this.
at me saying, you are this. This is what you are.
Yeah.
You have these. And it's like, it's not a problem to have or to be or to do these things. But just like...
Don't go to a stranger on the internet and just be like, I think you have this.
Yeah.
It's like, stop.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's... Yeah. It's just something. It's always... The level's getting harder.
It's definitely interesting for sure.
The level, which is really cool, the level's getting harder, but also the levels are getting harder. Don't know
I
if
almost prefer the people who are just like, I think Casey's annoying.
It's like, yeah, you know what? Because you know what that is at the end of the day? If somebody calls you annoying or me like loud or something.
Yeah.
Or
it's true. It's just true.
It's subjective.
It's also subjective.
It's like, okay, you don't like our channel. I am positive there are other channels out there that you will like.
Yeah.
And that's why it's always like, we used to get them more often because I used to be very annoying.
Yeah.
You got a whole bunch of comments like, oh my God, this is so loud. You're so bombastic. This is way too much. I wish you would do this or that.
Don't listen to him. He was always cute.
Fuck off. Shut up. And I always responded the same way to these people. And it's always like, yeah, I'm sorry that our content wasn't for you. I hope you're able to find someone that's more along your lines. And then what's always interesting that a lot of those either didn't get a response or B, more often than not, they're like, oh man, sorry for being a dick.
Yeah, I was just having a bad day.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
And so it's like, and even then it's like, they'll never come to the channel again.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, it's just we weren't for each other. This channel isn't for you, and that's fine. I know the type of content I want to make.
Yeah.
I know the kind of person I want to be.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're not gonna get a criticism from one person. And be like, damn, let's rebrand.
Yeah, let's rethink what we're doing here.
I know all of the people that are constantly being like, all the people that are constantly telling us they love our content and what we do. Let's just ignore them for that one dude.
There we go. That was a fun one. And here's the thing. I mean, there's definitely been things where it's like I've heard certain feedbacks and criticisms, and usually it's like if it's something that I've already was thinking beforehand, right?
Yeah,
and also wasn't stated like an asshole.
Yeah. Get that cocoa that you just literally jumped over.
What cocoa?
You just got it.
Unbelievable, dude.
There was more back there, but I'll let you just go on with your life.
Thank you. I got this teleporting scrolls. I should teleport to them soon.
It's just when you literally jump over them or look at them and jump away that I'm like, no, go back.
Yeah. You son of a bitch.
You can't keep doing this.
Oh, watch me. Watch me do it just by accident, through ignorance.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I just love them, you know?
I just love you.
We're playing I love you too. We're playing another game that has a similar little critter that we have to find that you have issues finding. Pokemon Scarlet.
Oh, what?
And I just think you and little fellas
They're hard to see.
Always just have a hard time.
They're so small, dude.
They're so small and hard to get.
I mean, we talked about it early on that I wanted to try and maybe get a You got it, Sonic. Try and get bigger. Oh, we talked about it in Pokemon. The idea of maybe trying to get like bigger monitor or something so that it's easier for me to see stuff. Because I think a lot of times it's just like I don't know. Oh my God. Are you okay? That's great. 'Cause I'm gonna get a Chaos Emerald. The green one. My favorite one, by the way, because it's green.
Go ahead and do that. I'm going to recover.
Was this the part that I asked about people's opinion? No, it was last time. Because you asked how much fish could a fish truck if a fish truck could truck fish.
No, that was me who asked that.
Yeah, you asked that.
I asked how much fish could a fisher fish if a fisher fish.
That's what I just said. If a BLG question of the day.
Yeah?
What's your favorite Chaos Emerald?
What?
What's your favorite color of
What's
Chaos
your favorite
Emerald?
color
What's
of
your favorite
Chaos
color?
Emerald?
What's your favorite Chaos Emerald?
And are they the same?
Good point.
My favorite color is pink, and my favorite color of Chaos Emerald is green.
Oh, I like that, Crater. Shit.
You gotta stop.
Always nighttime. You always want the nighttime one from me.
Just sit until it's dark.
Maybe I'll jump off this cliff.
And that'll make it dark?
Yes.
It will make it dark forever, that's true.
Oh, yay. That was dark. Oh, yippee. All right, next time. Next on Bonus Gaming.
Oh, is it that time already? Shit.
Oh, yeah, baby. Next time, let me see. You know, this island seems somewhat smaller. I wonder if I could do all the stuff. Or is there a lot more? There's more this way.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so...
Are you sure? Try and go left.
Well, I mean, you see where my little icon is, right?
Try and go left.
What?
No, the other way.
That's right.
Next time on Born Losers Gaming.
Will Casey learn left from rights?
No.
The answer is pretty obvious.
The answer is no.
I
am a failure.